but doesn't mean that it's gonna prevent me from talking about it. I'm gonna keep on running my mouth because I that's what I do, right, chat? Blue armor is kind of meta anyways. Players aren't running higher than blue right now because it's not worth. They squashed everything after blue. That's, don't get me started, bro. Band-aid fixes, man. Band-aid fixes. Because the thing is like, listen, if you didn't have rarities, people wouldn't give a shit. But because there's rarities, you're expecting, oh, this one's a pretty color, it should be better, right? It should be all drastically better because it's a pretty color. It's a different color than this one. That means it's different, right? In MMOs, it makes sense because in MMOs, once you get to like legendary and exotic gear or whatever, this is just an example, you're really min-maxing, right? That's really what you're doing. Or things come with like extra perks, shit like that. It's not really like your stats are boosting anymore. The problem with a game like this is it's not about PvE. It's not about doing dungeons and shit. Like, it's a PvP game. I know there's a dungeon in the game, but it's a PvP game. Having that squash on the gear prevents people from feeling like it's worth going to get that gear because it's not. And in a PvP game, that gear really shouldn't determine you winning a fight. That gear should do things that give you maybe an advantage or two, but not purely win. And the problem was before is it was like you had better gear, you won. Now you have better gear, doesn't necessarily mean you win, which is great, but people still see the better gear and expect, oh, why am I losing, right? They don't realize they're shit. So you have to like try to figure that out. And part of the problem is because of the way damage is calculated, based on the thing you're shooting, your penetration gets reduced based on the armor that you're shooting. And then you're also calculating fall off damage. If you go to our website and you look at whatever gun you're looking at, you will see a graph on there. The top line is things base damage, no armor, and then here's against all of the other armors, right? Purple in legendary gear, the only thing that makes them purple and legendary is the armor. That's it. There's no special effects. There's nothing that like separates them, right? And because the way damage works and the way penetration works, they're flattened after that point. So it doesn't matter, right? If you remove penetration and made armor something that was breakable, and say legendary armor and purple armor was like an extra 25 or 50 health, right? Something like that. Just like in Apex, where like each armor level you have, it's like another health bar. It goes up over health, right? Goes up. And then while you're shooting, while you're shooting somebody, like what they have, so you can plan, right? There you go. That's how you solve that problem, but they don't I don't know. Let's look at backpacks. Backpacks are a perfect example, right? What does a better backpack do? It just allows you to carry more shit. That is the fundamental level of different gear that matters. It shouldn't be something that is ununderstandable to the player, right? Like, so my example of making armor another health bar, that is understandable when you're shooting somebody. Oh, he has 10 other health, or he has 50 more health than a normal dude would, right? Because of the way because it's armor, and nobody knows what the fuck armor is unless you're in the know and you've done the calculations and all that shit, right? It just doesn't make sense. And once you get a better piece of armor or a better helmet, you're expecting that to do a lot better for you because you don't understand what armor is, right? If this just said provides the user with 20 more health and the next one said provides the user with 50 more health, right? It's like, oh, okay, shit, I know exactly what this does, right? It's because you don't understand what the fuck armor does, right? So it makes the gear it makes it feel like it doesn't matter. And really, really, I don't think once you get past blue, I don't think it should add any more health. I think purple armor and legendary armor should add an extra perk, similar to how tactical armor adds extra stamina, right? Something like that, where it doesn't necessarily affect the damage you're doing or the damage you're receiving, but it allows you to play with a mechanic as a skillful player. That is how you balance that kind of stuff. Because you're right, otherwise gear wouldn't matter, and you need something to make gear matter. But I don't think the right solution is more damage, more armor, and armor not being something people understand. Actually, I don't even know if like my game knowledge is a thing anymore. Like, I don't even know if like where I think compound sheets spawn, they spawn. So there's this website called the cycledb.com that you can go to and find you know, anything you're looking for. I'm gonna click compound sheets and I'm like, oh wow, oh well, it looks like some of them were to spawn in Water Facility, but we're gonna go over here to Science Campus and we're gonna get some. Oh man, what a useful tool. When you get the time, can you walk through looking up items on your site? Sure. What do you want to look up? So I mean, you just go to the website, cycledb.com, right? Oh, okay. I think the example I was talking about when you wrote that was the ore thing, right? This is how you kind of figure it out. You're like, damn, I'm broke. What can I make money with, right? So you can sort by Kmark value, and then you can kind of scroll down here. And you're like, okay, what is good Kmarks that is easy to get, right? And you're like, let me see. Pure focus crystals, those are pretty good, right? Blue runner eggs, those aren't as reliable to get, right? But then our example was, it was Titan ore, right? So you can come Titan ore, see where it all spawns, right? Here's all the different spawns that it can spawn in, but then you can just click see on map, and then it shows you all of the Titan ore spawns on the map. And you can go to Crescent, and there's it all. Or so there's two different things. There's like items, and then there's nodes. These are kind of like all the loot containers or loot spawn points in the game, along with like, for instance, key doors. Yeah, let's use bright sands as an example, because key doors, right? Or like the evac points, right? You can see all that stuff, dead drop locations, stuff like that. But you can also do, where is the brittle ore vein, right? So because Titan ore they're all on the same thing, like, but as you can see, right, like, so here's all the brittle ore spawns, but also you can see like some Titan ore spawns in crates. So when you hover over it, it'll say like, oh, that's an industrial crate, right? Stuff like that. You can also see like on the site, you can see like creature information. You can see their aggro ranges, right? Information about it, what they drop. The weapons themselves have a damage chart on it that shows you damage against different armors, your bullet spread stuff. Again, you can click see on map and see where the spawn chances are. And then this all works on mobile too. And then there's all the loot tables too. So like everything that spawns loot has a loot table, right? So like an ammo box, right? This is an ammo box tier 1. And what the tiers are is it's based on the area on the map. One thing I want to do with the map is add like a tier overlay so you can see like all the different tiers. But it shows you all the different spawn chances for things inside of this box. But then it also shows you some things have a different spawn chance in the storm than they do like during day or just normal. So we have the differences there. Not all of them, most of them aren't different, but they are there. And then we're also adding the, we're also adding Courage and Quest right now too. Does it have a sort by Kmarks per weight? No, but I could add that. You're saying you want to know, like how much something is worth based on its weight? That's what you're saying? Yeah, like should I keep this or drop it for this based on it? So what gives you the most money per one weight? I can do that. So you can sort by, yeah, fucking easy, bro. Easy mode. I can do that. Will do. That's a great suggestion. If you guys have good suggestions like that, make sure you in our, we have our Discord too, so you can always join the Discord, put stuff in there as well. Tweet at us. I can definitely add that for sure. That's a great idea. If you guys are here from the website, man, exclamation point the Cycle DB, just to let you guys know, if you want to help support the development of the site, we also have a Patreon for the website itself. There's a few perks on there just for the website itself. This will always be free for you guys. It will never have ads, and the way I'm able to do that is by a few people helping me out with the on the Patreon, and then through streaming and stuff like that. I feel like storms are this thing that force people to leave the match. It's not this cool thing that happens that people play through. Oh, a storm's coming, I'm gonna get out, and that's always the way it's been. And I think that's bad game. I think that's bad. I feel like the storm gameplay is really fun. And if I didn't have this feeling of I have to leave because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in the storm, I wouldn't focus on leaving, right? I would be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting caught in the storm right now because I want to do this instead. But because I have to leave before the storm comes, that switches my goal, right? I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird gameplay mechanic that has a bad effect on the players in how you play the game, because the storm is fun. It's fun playing in the storm. And if you knew you were in the storm and there was PvP, could you imagine getting in a real good fight in PvP in the storm, bro? That shit would be so much fun. But nobody ever sits through a storm. They either sit in a building if they get caught, or they try to extract on different things. But for instance, charged Strider flesh that only spawns when you kill Striders in the storm. I don't know if there's really like anything else that's like that like a charged version of like a mob drop. There should be though. Oh, the flower. Yeah, the black bright caps. Yeah. But I feel like that they're like really missing out on like a cool thing, right? Like you could do a lot more than just two things. The storm's really fun though. It just could be like a cooler mechanic in my opinion. We're pulling out the old shoddy snipe, chat. Oh yeah. Oh, shoddy snipe, dude. Put a little red dotty on there. Ooh. Oh, god damn. Y'all ain't ready for this, chat. Y'all ain't ready for this. We need 2 of those. We need 1 of those. We need 2 of those. We need 1 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 of those. And we need 1 of those. The goal here is to be able to switch between the shotgun and the sniper very rapidly, right? That's why you get all these time to equip stuff. Cruise weapons, time to equip. Red dot on there, time to equip, right? And then on your sniper, you put the red dot on there, time to equip. And then for the sniper, you put reduces aim down sight time on just the handle, and then everything else is time to equip as well. This is the little spicy run right here, chat. It's not terrible. The game's fun. I love the game, and I'm gonna keep playing it. But there's just things that could be better, right? For sure. And it's important that we talk about it. I'm not sitting here trying to shit on the game. I'm not sitting here trying to like say the game's bad. Not at all. I love this fucking game, and I just want it to be better. And there's people that will completely disagree with me, and they don't want the game to be like that. They want the game to be slower. They want the game to be more like Tarkov. They want people to know less of what's going on, right? And in my opinion, that's not the right direction. But I could be wrong, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like the people that play this game aren't necessarily the same people that play Tarkov. Now there is some crossover, but I know for a fact for me, I don't fucking want to play Tarkov. I'm not gonna play Tarkov. I want to play a game like this, right? I want to play a game that has more arcading mechanics, more like modern shooting, right? Like you know, like this has fast pace, things like that. But that has that full loop, you know, loop type of thing. And that's what this game is, but it could lean farther into that direction, but they're not doing that. That's not the route they're going right now, which is fine, but doesn't mean that it's going to prevent me from talking about it. I'm going to keep on running my mouth because I that's what I do, right, chat?